Welcome to the Rebel to Succeed podcast. It's your boy Ink, Anthony Williams, the founder of rebeltosucceed.com. The purpose of this podcast is to share tips, advice, and strategies to help you improve in all areas of your life. My mission is to make a positive difference in your life to help you live your best life. Now let's get it. What up, Rebels? It's your boy Ant from Rebel to Succeed, coming at you with another podcast episode. So today in this podcast, I got a very special guest, a very powerful and inspirational message from none other than Tyler Perry. Again, it's Tyler Perry. Tyler Perry is a very known TV show producer. He's a very known actor. Everybody should know who Tyler Perry is, man. He's major. He's major, right? So if anybody know his character Medea, he played a very that's how he got started on the scene, playing Medea. His this woman character, older woman character, very funny, and he's known to be to share a lot of deep and touching messages in his movies. He got on the scene, started putting on plays, and he turned it into like movies, and he just blew up from there. So, but anyway, I found this this powerful clip from him online, and I wanted to share this message with you guys because it really resonated with me. I go and I watch this clip a lot. And that's how powerful it is to me. It's very short, but it's a very powerful clip. So check out this clip by Tyler Perry.
You know what the question is that a lot of people ask me all the time? How did you make it? How did you make it? Well, I tell you, there's only one answer for that. And I say this in the press all the time, but people will cut it out of articles, or they don't want it printed, or they don't want it said. But the truth be told, it was nothing but the grace of God. Nothing but the grace of God. You can plant seeds all day long. You can go around giving your business card to people. You can go around knocking on doors and auditioning. You can do all of that every day of your life. And nothing, for most people, nothing happens. When a seed is planted in the ground, all you can do is water it. You cannot control the sunshine, you cannot control the weather, and you cannot control whether the locusts will come and try and destroy it. All you can do is plant your seed in the ground, water it, and believe. That is what allowed me to be in this position right now. I would not stop believing. I planted my seed. I worked really hard. I had one idea, and that was to do a play. All the other stuff came. My only idea, my only focus was to do my one play. And I knew if I could get that to work, everything else would come to pass. There's so many people who go in so many directions. This week they're doing this, and next week they're doing that, and next week they're doing this, and next week they're going to be in real estate, and the next week they're going to open a salon. And those kind of people are all over the place, and I usually try to get them to focus. Focus on one thing, one area. Put all of your energy into watering one area. If you spread the water across many, many seeds, you don't have as much water for one seed. So focus on one thing. Make it your priority and stick with it no matter what. No matter how many people told me no matter how many people lied to me, no matter how many times I put the show up and nobody came. I remember when I did my very first show, I worked my butt off and saved $12,000 tax returns from H&R Block money. I saved it, worked hard, saved it myself, rented the 14th Street Playhouse, put that show up, thought that 1,200 people would come over a weekend, and 30 showed up, and I knew every one of them. But I didn't stop. That didn't deter me. That was in 1992. 93. Same thing happened. 94, 95, 96, 97, up until 1998. Same devastation, nobody showing up in the audience. I was doing one show a year, working with different promoters, trying to get the show up, and nobody showed up. but I didn't stop. And what I say to you now, looking at me now here, I am a human being. There's no difference between my humanness and your humanness. The only thing is, if you're trying to get there, you cannot stop believing in any way. No matter what anybody says, no matter what anybody tells you, you have to know it beyond knowing it. And it is a feeling. When something is for you, this is how I knew it was for me. When something's for you, there's a feeling that is deep down inside of you that will not allow you to let it go. You have it will keep you going when you can't even keep yourself going. That's why the mantra here at the Tyler Perry Studios is a place where even dreams believe. Because there comes a time in your life where you've worked and you've stressed and you tried to get there and you couldn't on your own, but you have a dream. And that dream has to take on the belief for you because you can't do it by yourself. So, what I would tell you is this: don't stop. Narrow your focus to one idea, one, and make it work. That will give birth to all the others. All you can do is plant the seed and water it. God Himself has to give the increase. Only God can make the sunshine. Only God can bring the rain. But if you planted the seed, then you've done your part. Anything you want is possible. God knows I'm a living witness. Please feel me. Please hear this from my heart. Anything you want is possible. If I didn't believe it, I wouldn't take the time to send this message to you.
So that was the clip by Tyler Perry. Um, very powerful clip. Very motivational, very inspirational. Um, I want to go into some of the things that he shares in his clip. So he shares, first off, his main theme is that you cannot stop believing, right? So, he goes and he tells you that he likes to focus on one thing. He likes to focus on his goals. He get very detailed on what he's trying to achieve, and throughout that journey, you cannot stop believing. So. That's number one. If you're on your road to success, I say this a lot in my episodes. I say it a lot in my content period that you have to believe in what you're trying to do, and you have to yeah, you got to keep pushing, man. You can't allow nothing to stop you from what you're trying to achieve, and you have to believe in what you're doing. There's going to be a lot of haters. There's going to be a lot of naysayers, a lot of things in life that's going to try to stop you and push you from reaching your goals, from basically just to hold you back. You know what I mean? Even the universe, God may put some things in your way to try to test you and tempt you, just to see how bad you want it. I honestly feel like there's this certain type of element in the world, in the universe, that it tests you, and it wants to see how bad you actually want what you're going after. So that's when you get a line of you know hardships and trials and tribulations and failures and things of that nature. What people would conceive all of those, what people would perceive as those things, but um, they're really just things to propel you to, to reach your goals. So I really don't look at it as things that's holding me back. I look at it as things to help me grow and to continue to push me forward on my road to success. Um, but I love the fact that Tyler Perry, he shared in his clip. You cannot stop believing. That's probably going to be the quote for this episode. You cannot stop believing, because I feel like it's the main theme on what he's getting at. Another thing that he shared, that people need to get out of this message, and something that always resonates with me, is you have to focus on one thing, right? So you hear a lot of successful people say that you have to focus on one thing. If you don't hear people say that, a lot of successful people say that, you can see it in their actions. So again, I talk about this a lot in my content. I preach this a lot. You focusing on one thing. That's kind of where I went wrong. Back in the day when I was trying to, do a lot of certain things, and I'm just now learning the power of focus. So, back in the day, I used to try to do a lot of stuff. I had a whole lot of ideas, and I was trying to do a lot of things at once. And I'm blessed to have, a beautiful wife and a smart wife, and she kind of keeps me on track as far as me, staying focused on one thing. She knows that I could be sidetracked and I can get caught up on focusing on too many things at once. And as you know, it's that's one of the things that I wanted to share with you guys, and I hope that you guys get out of this message is to to focus, try to narrow your focus on one thing, or if not just one thing, but just focus on just like a couple of important things instead of you being all over the place. And he kind of it explains in this clip about how if you try to plant a whole bunch of different seeds in life, and if, you can't really basically you won't have enough water, he was saying, to water all of those seeds. You know what I mean? You gotta if you just focus on one seed, focus on one thing, focus on one goal, put all of your energy and time into that, you'll always have enough energy, or water rather. You always have enough water or energy to focus on that one goal. You know what I mean? So you don't want to dilute yourself and just be all over the place, be scatterbrained. It's power and focus. Again, I talk about how we have a select amount of energy throughout the day, and it's very important where you put that energy at. So, if you put that energy into your one thing, and you allow yourself to continue to do that over time, you're gonna, eventually you're gonna start, beginning to get better at your one thing, and you're gonna, basically you're gonna achieve success a bit faster because your attention is not all over the place. So, being focused and staying on your square and believing in what you're trying to achieve is, just fundamental keys to success that I know is necessary. So it's very necessary. So I mean, Tyler Perry is very successful. If anybody who wants to aspire to be or to reach the heights that he's reached, then listen to what this guy is saying, because he's where you want to be. So, and he's telling you, or he's sharing with us in this clip that you gotta you cannot stop believing in your goals. You cannot stop believing in your vision. You cannot stop believing in your dreams. You cannot stop believing in anything that you're trying to achieve, because it's very necessary for you to be able to achieve it. So if there's no belief, if you can't see it in your mind, you'll never really see it in reality. So, belief is very important. Also with the focus thing. So, me personally, I love this message by Tyler Perry. I'm a major fan of him. Hopefully, you guys found value in this episode. I don't see how you couldn't, because it's just he's just another person on the list that I share. I normally share a lot of powerful and informational and motivational messages from some of the world's highest achievers. But I've talked about this before, and he's just more proof. He's just more evidence that if you want to reach high heights in life, and if you want to be very successful in life, you're going to have to narrow your focus, and you're going to have to continue to believe in what you're doing. And when I say believe, right? So a lot of people, they kind of they may not understand what believe me, right? So I personally believe that the way that you can the way that you can prove to yourself, or prove to the universe, or prove to God that you really believe in what you're trying to do, is when you literally just continue to be persistent, and you decide in your mind that you're not going to quit, right? So for anybody to continue to push forward towards their goal, that right there in itself is proof that you believe in what you're trying to do. So, you believing is very important, and like I said, you pushing forward and being persistent is it's just um it's something that it, you really can't. There's not. I mean, there's nothing else that you can really do to prove that you really believe in what you're doing, because it's this quote by Pablo Picasso that says that action is the foundational key to success, right? So if you're taking action and you're actively moving towards your goals, and you continue to do that no matter what comes your way, no matter what obstacle is thrown your way, no matter any of the failures that may come your way, and you continue to push forward, that right there in itself is proof that you truly believe in what you're trying to do. And eventually, if you continue to push forward and be consistent and persistent, eventually, you have no choice but to reach your goal and allow God and the universe to hand you over what you're trying to achieve. So, again, hopefully you guys found value in this episode. I don't want to ramble too long. But I love this message by Tyler Perry. Hopefully you found value in it. If so, I encourage you guys to go leave a review. Let me know what you thought about it. Share your thoughts. If you want to add anything to what I'm saying, you can share it in the review. Review this episode. And also, go follow me on all social medias at Rebel to Succeed. Or you can just go straight to the website, rebeltosucceed.com, and, check out some more of the content that I have there for you guys. So yeah, also, you guys can go check out my book. I have a book on the website, and I share a lot of, more keys in my book, things that may help you, reach your goals a bit faster. So, yeah, it's your boy Ant, from Rebel to Succeed. Also, I want to, lastly leave you guys with this. Um, I talk about success in life, and I talk about a lot of, you being able to, be successful. A lot of the messages that I share with you guys, in these episodes is about you being, successful and you improving yourself. I ultimately believe that if you just focus on, um, if you focus on trying to improve other people and you focus on, enriching others, ultimately that will be your greatest success. And that will help you, be successful, far beyond your beliefs. So, and I say that to say that you have to, reach everybody by exercising love. So I love to end my episodes off by saying, you have to be a rebel, be a positive force in somebody's life today, because that in itself will put you on the road to success. If you haven't been already, if you feel like you're not on the road to success, if you feel like you don't know how to, if you don't have any goals, like even with that, if you feel like you don't have any goals, if you just focus on enriching others and focus on, doing a random act of kindness each day, and just, helping somebody in some type of way, the universe has no choice but to reward you for that. And through that, you will see some improvement and some success in your life, because, again, I feel like we're put here to improve other people's lives. So when you're doing that, you're doing God's work. And when you're doing God's work, God is going to make sure that you're okay. And he's going to put you in positions to continue to do that. So, just go out and reach everybody by exercising love. Show somebody some love today. Put a smile on somebody's face. Do a random act of kindness. Just be an all-around positive person, and be a positive force in the world to make a difference. And I guarantee you, you will, you will reach the most success and be as successful as possible. So, yeah, it's your boy Yan from Rebel to Succeed, and I'll catch you guys in the next episode. I want to thank you for joining me today and listening to this podcast. If you found this episode helpful or valuable in any way, then I encourage you to leave an honest review and subscribe to the Rebel to Succeed podcast for future episodes. To receive more content and value, make sure to visit the Rebel to Succeed website at www.rebeltosucceed.com. And finally, always remember that to succeed in life, you have to reach everyone by exercising love. So make sure to show somebody some love today. Thanks again, and I'll talk to you next time.